One of my favorite ways to learn and practice a language is through volunteering. I've done this multiple times in my life, and it was every single time so useful and also just a memorable experience overall. For example, I taught English to some Mandarin speakers, and these Mandarin speakers were beginner. So I had to use my, at that time, very limited Mandarin to communicate with them and try and teach them things in English. So that was such a useful thing for me to improve my Mandarin. Another form of volunteering is teaching classes for free in the language you're learning for people who are a lower level than you. So maybe you have an intermediate level of French. You might offer some free classes to absolute beginner French learners and tell them very openly, hey, I'm still intermediate, I'm still learning, but this is my way to practice. I've done that a bunch of times in my life as well. And it's just been such a powerful, meaningful, useful learning experience for me. I had a student who I was teaching, a Spanish student, and she lived in kind of a Spanish community. There's a lot of different Latino people where she lived. And she would volunteer in certain areas where she knew the population was largely Hispanic. And so she would get to practice her Spanish in that environment. If you want to take it to a really big extreme, you could even try and find a job, whether you travel abroad, do it locally if possible, where you know that you'll have to use that language a lot. For example, where I live in Calgary, we have a grocery store chain, and it's like a Chinese grocery store chain where everyone speaks Mandarin. All the employees speak Mandarin, they speak Cantonese, and they're hiring. I know right now they're hiring. So I'm not going to, maybe I will, we'll see. I could, as a form of practice, apply to work there, knowing that I'll have to use a lot of my Mandarin. That's actually perhaps the best way to do it. You're getting paid to be in an immersive environment. So in short, all I'm saying is volunteering for me, volunteering, if you can, working in an environment where you'll be around a lot of native speakers is such a powerful way to learn.